My fingertips slowly trace along the edge of the mask. That's enough. Continue! This area is very sensitive. Continue! Oh no! I slap him across his face. Oh no, I bet he loved that. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir David, and today I'd like to play the demo for a game called Kill Him or Become His Prey. The sound of rain. Fast, heavy, relentless. Heavy, chaotic panting. Footsteps. Chasing. Oh, that's not good. And I'm running. I'm only going to get maybe a few yards before I run out of breath. Irritating. So irritating. Normally I don't mind the sound of rain. I stagger forward, clutching a cheap bottle of ale I bought from the street corner, stumbling down this godforsaken dark alley. The cheap liquor tastes sour and bitter, like swallowing broken glass. Never understood why people drink. But it's cheap. 3 copper coins for a bottle. Drink it and you get dizzy for a while. Get dizzy and you can forget for a while. 1 minute into the visual novel and I'm already having a bad time. 3 coins to buy myself a brief escape from this crappy reality. The night is deep and the air is turned bitterly cold. With no umbrella, I run aimlessly through the pouring rain like a drowned rat. No destination, no home to return to. Only rain streaming down my face. The footsteps behind me are getting closer. Flufferdoodles. I pick up my pace. I don't want to have any conversation with another person. So do they. I break into a run. They do the same. This godforsaken alley twists and turns like a black intestine in the rainy night, with no end in sight. Hiss! That's what I do to people I don't want to talk to. I go, It's so dark here. I can't see my own hand in front of my face. Ugh. I must have knocked over something unlucky. The sharp pain in my knee feels like some gentleman just gave it a vicious whack with his cane. Ow! But I can't stop. I remember the guy last month who couldn't pay his debt. They broke his legs and dumped him in the gutter. He floated there for 3 days before anyone fished him out. Where do I live and how do I leave? I'm still young. I don't want to go to heck with a face beaten into a pulp. That would be far too undignified. I know, right? I run. I run until my lungs burn like fire, until the curtain of rain blurs into a blazing white haze, until... Meld! Why do we got a big old stone wall in an alley? A dead end. God must really find my existence an eyesore. I stand in front of the tall wall, my face as pale as paper. Walls on 3 sides covered in dead, withered vines that look like countless twisted snakes in the rainy night. The footsteps behind me stop. What else can I do? I can't exactly bash my head into the wall. I mean, you could, but that would be ill-advised. I turn around, reluctantly, forcing a smile that even I know deserves a punch. 3 men block my path. I actually recognize the one in front. When I had money, he treated me like an honored guest, practically ready to shine my shoes. Now that I'm in trouble, he shows up with a short club, ready to take my life. Well, at least they don't want to sell me something. Hey! Long time no see. You're looking... well? I greet him casually, but inside I've gone ice cold. Ah! Run? Why'd you stop running? You know exactly how much you owe, right? Or do I need to calculate it for you? How do you plan to repay this debt? I have no money. Give me a few more days. Go ask Satan for it. Why don't you, go hit up my boy Beelzebub? Go ask Satan for it. I've got nothing here. Maybe Heck has better financials. Ah! You! Oh, come on. You gotta admit, that was pretty sassy. Whoa. Your face is turning green, like a shamrock on St. Patrick's Day. Ha! I was planning to be nice, but it looks like you don't want the courtesy. I'll troll to the very end. He takes a step forward. 12 shiny silver coins. At 3 days of interest, I'll be generous and round it to 20. What? Why add 8 coins for just 3 days? 'Cause he's a businessman. The man grins. Because I feel like it. Fluff you. Wasn't it 3 silver coins per week? Your interest rate is worse than any card shark at the table. Oh, you actually know about this? Did your old man teach you? Don't mention him. Just hearing about that dead old man makes my blood boil. Seeing this, the man laughs even more mockingly. What? Wasn't that old ghost quite the big shot when he was alive? Called himself the gambling king. I heard when he died, you didn't even have money to collect his body. Aw! I clench my fists hard. My nails dig deep crescents into my palms. It's ironic, and it's the truth. Your old man lost the house, pawned your mother's jewelry, stole what little savings you had, and in the end, even threw away his own life, right? Heh, you seem to know a lot. Thank you for the backstory for new players. Huh? Everyone around here knows. The gambling king left in such a hurry, he didn't even leave you any money. Look at what you've become. Weren't we the generous ones who gave him a proper funeral? I heard you never even visited his grave, once. I bit my lower lip hard and glared at him, trying my best to look indifferent. What would be the point? He's not coming back, or at least I hope. My dad pops out of the ground, he's like, "Where's my money?" Or he's a ghost or something. He laughs. The 2 men behind him laugh too. I take a step back, pressing my back tightly against the cold stone wall. Freezing rainwater trickles down the cracks in the stone and slips into my collar. The man steps closer. The short club taps lightly against his palm. A father's sins are passed down to his children. That's the law of the gods. Your father was a gambler. So are you. Sleeping like a dead dog on wooden boards during the day, acting like a big shot at the gambling table at night. Darling, the world isn't that kind. Don't you call me darling. Or do you have another way to repay us? I told you to hit up my boy Satan. His gaze slides down from my face, to my chest, to my waist, then back up again. Don't look at my goodies. Sliding like a slug crawling across skin. A chill runs through me, and it has nothing to do with the rain. You know, you're not bad looking. Spend a few days drinking with us, and this debt... Huh, with you? You mean spend time with a half-successful hybrid between a pig and a human? Oh! Or with a gentleman that God made when he realized he was better at shaping potatoes and just sent you off the assembly line anyway. Oh! Oh, darling, you must be joking. You biscuit! You dare insult me? I could keep going. Fine. You're not getting away today. I put up my dukes like, you're going to take me down, but I'm going to take at least one of you with me. He raises his hand. Ugh. I instinctively squeeze my eyes shut. It's over. This time I'm really going to heck. Well, I guess I'm going to have to give Beelzebub that $20 I owed him. Look at me, drenched like a drowned chicken, knee still throbbing, face probably still smeared with dirt from slamming into the wall. Showing up in front of the devil looking like this, he'd probably think I'm applying for a janitor position. But the devil's summoners never came. What the heck is this? Eh? He freezes. He stares behind me, eyes wide, mouth hanging open like he's seen a ghost. Is it my dad? Did he actually come back and crawl out of the ground? The other 2 freeze as well. I follow their gaze and turn around. Holy poop. That wall. The stone wall covered in dead vines. It split open. No, not cracked. It opened, and there's a skull on it. The withered vines moved as if alive, parting to both sides to reveal a door behind them. The door is black, darker and thicker than the night itself. Something is carved on the lintel. Through the pouring rain, I can barely make out crying human faces. Are we sure that this still isn't the door to Beelzebub? Are we sure that abandon all hope ye who enter here isn't written on this door? Dozens of them. They're crowded together, twisted and weeping, like sinners being tortured and shackled here. There's light seeping through the crack of the door, but in an eerie, unnatural hue that fills me with unease. What the heck is this? No one answers him. They stand there, trembling with fear. But I seize the chance and dash straight through the door. Either way, I'm dead. Might as well take one more gamble. That's the creed of a true gambler. I have no idea what's waiting inside the door, and I don't want to know, but I have no other choice. The door closes behind me. The sound of rain vanishes. So does the light. I stand in absolute darkness, with only a single point of light shining from ahead. Welcome. Eternal Night Mansion. We never turn away those who have nowhere left to go. Hey, like me. The light grows brighter. Ooh. What the heck is this place? Are we sure this is not heck? Am I gonna have to high-five my boy Lucifer? No need to explain. This is a mansion so luxurious, it leaves you speechless. But what fills this mansion isn't antique furniture. It's countless, exquisitely carved dolls. Enough already. The chilling feeling of being watched comes from a bunch of lifeless things. They don't move, yet wherever I go, I feel their eyes on me. Maybe it's just guilt for breaking into someone's house. That's the only explanation I can give myself. Then, a gambling table? Ooh. A gambling table. A massive one, covered in purple velvet, the same texture as a noble lady's velvet gown. How extravagant. It's only proper for a host to entertain his guests. I've been waiting for you for a long time, my dear guest. Who? The sudden low voice snaps me out of my distracted scanning. I immediately look towards the source on high alert. Cute. Oh, my dear guest. Did I frighten you? How terribly rude of me. You got really pretty eyes. Someone is sitting behind the table. I had been so distracted by the mansion's luxury and the dolls that I hadn't noticed the person sitting behind the gambling table. He's wearing a perfectly tailored black suit, young and handsome, with skin the color of silk, smooth and deep violet. His eyes are green, like emerald, like cat's eye stone, yet hollow, like a dead man's. Please, have a seat, darling. Okay, since you asked so nicely. His voice is soft and magnetic, the same one I heard from behind the door. Oh, he must be the master of this strange mansion. The invitation is right in front of me, yet I can't move. Those beautiful yet chilling eyes drift lightly across my face, focused and deep. All I feel is a wave of cold. He is definitely not an ordinary person. In that instant, I regret stepping into this mansion. Well, I don't regret it just yet. He watches me. I watch him. A delicate balance hangs between us. Whoever loses patience first loses. The standoff lasts a moment. Then he blinks. Forgive my rudeness. It's perfectly normal to feel uneasy when you've just arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Roman, master of the Eternal Night Mansion. Eternal Night Mansion? That sounds sick. You're soaked through. Please sit. Let's talk. Would you like something to drink? I have excellent wine, far better than that 3 copper coin ale you're carrying. 12 silver coins, plus 9 in interest. That was the casino down by the docks, correct? That owner is quite inhumane. He loves going back on his word and hiding cards up his sleeve. You were truly unlucky to lose to him. He cheated! How do you know? I know many things. For example, he leans forward. His green eyes pounce like a wolf's, locking onto mine. Your father died at the gambling table because he won too happily. His heart decided to retire early and handled the paperwork on the spot. Oh man, what a terrible way to go.
And you gamble because it lets you forget this miserable reality, even though you actually don't enjoy gambling.
Who the heck are you? Are you some kind of stalker?
He's like, rude?
Roman's expression cracks for a split second, as if he hadn't expected such bluntness, or as if he were pondering whether the word stalker suits him. But the next second, the crack seals shut.
What if I am?
Well, he says it casually, with an elegant provocation that says, even if I am, what can you do about it?
So, are you willing to accept this devoted gentleman's affection?
Sir, please. My eyes widen. I'm completely impressed. There's actually someone in this world who can wear the stalker label with such composure, not only accepting it, but wearing it perfectly straight with a little bow on top. He's like, I'm the handsomest stalker ever. Don't make me laugh, darling. I don't have 2 ounces of silver to my name, and I'm hardly a world-class beauty. What exactly do you want from me? My noble status of being buried in debt? My elegant idleness? My run-down, drafty little shack? You want my collection of lint, don't you? Don't you?
Oh, you seem to have an exceptionally clear understanding of yourself. But I happen to like exactly this version of you.
What do you want from me? Even though he's genuinely polite, the kind of bone-deep, flawless courtesy, every word he speaks is like a scalpel, slicing precisely into the parts of me I never dare to show anyone. Those soft spots, those corners I don't even dare look at myself. He casually picks them out and lays them bare in broad daylight. Facing such a difficult opponent, I start to lose patience. Roman lazily lifts his gaze, still wearing that intrigued smile.
I simply wanted to chat with you. Look, your clothes are already dry, but you might still feel cold.
I look down and touch my hair. Somehow, my entire body is completely dry.
Would you like a glass of warm mulled wine to warm yourself, guest?
Why, yes, I would. He smiles gently, his gaze perfectly courteous, like the ideal host. All I feel is irony. 1 minute ago I was accusing him of being a stalker, and the next he's playing the perfect host. A honored guest? Me? A debt-ridden pauper? I tug at the corner of my mouth and point at myself, then at the mansion, laughing bitterly. Look at your mansion, then look at me. We don't belong together at all. Standing here looking like this, even your dolls would have nightmares. It was wrong of me to break in. I sincerely apologize to you and your dolls, but now I think I should leave after I finish this wine. Roman acts as if he hasn't heard my refusal. He nods thoughtfully to himself.
So that's what you're worried about. What a kind person you are.
Kind? Me? A gambler? Before I can even process how ridiculous that word sounds applied to me, he continues.
If my dolls were so rude, I would certainly discipline them properly for you. But if you sit nicely and chat with me for a bit, I'll pay off your debt and give you enough gold coins to last a lifetime.
He says it lightly, without blinking, as if the gold that could buy my life is nothing more than pebbles he can toss aside. Only one thought remains in my head. What's in it for you? This guy's definitely not right in the head. Like either he's crazy or he wants something from me that I don't want to give up. Exactly how much money do you have? Roman raises an eyebrow, rests his chin on his hand, and begins thinking seriously.
I have $1,000,000 bazillion gadillion dollars.
Cash.
I've never counted exactly, because there's so much that this entire mansion couldn't hold it all.
Having said that, he completely ignores my utterly shocked expression and smiles, blinking playfully.
If you agree, all of this wealth can be yours.
You're not joking with me, are you? He's definitely joking with you. We don't even know each other.
Who said? I'm giving it to you for free. Look in front of you, darling. This is a
gambling table. I speak first, staring at him in confusion. You want to gamble with me?
Exactly.
Oh, no. Ooh. He produces a deck of cards out of thin air and begins shuffling. The cards move as if alive, flipping and leaping and falling.
Would that be cheating to play with cards that are sentient?
As if invisible hands are controlling them.
Shall we? If you win, I'll pay your debt, see you out, and give you a sum of money. If you lose, how much you want to bet we're going to become one of those dolls?
I don't gamble, and I've got no money to give you.
I never said I wanted your money.
You want my precious goodies. You want my delicious, succulent gams. Oh, sir.
If you lose, you stay. For the next 7 days, you'll take care of 2 rather troublesome individuals. After that, I'll still pay you. How about it? Isn't this a win-win wager?
I could say, is it really just babysitting, or what kind of people are they?
2 people just like you. People with nowhere left to turn. Only they don't owe money. They owe something else.
For some reason, his smile and tone right now send a shiver through me, especially when he mentioned the dolls earlier. It didn't sound like ordinary dolls. It sounded like real, living people. Can we just have a round of applause for this self-aware MC? This intelligent MC who walks into a magical, mystical mansion and sees a bunch of dolls lined up and correctly thinks, those are probably people. While I hesitate, Rowan slides the deck to the center.
Come on.
Is it really that simple? And if I lose, what happens after 7 days?
You might go mad. You might not want to leave.
Oh. What kind of answer is that? Roman smiles and blinks. His green pupils are filled with cunning I can't read.
It's the truth. You must believe me.
Well, I mean, at this point, I don't really have a choice. He makes a polite, after you gesture.
One final bet. After all, you have no other path left.
He's right. He's completely right. I have no other choice. Even if I run now, the outcome outside is the same. Getting beaten to death by those thugs, and then meeting my boy Satan. Might as well go all in on this last hand. I have nothing to lose anyway. At worst, I'll just suffer for a few days. Sigh. Deal.
Excellent.
And so the game begins. What are we playing? I'll warn you. The only card game I know how to play is Uno, and it's been a while since I played that.
Westerland's Eye. Best of 3. You should be familiar with the rules.
I am not. I frown. Westerland's Eye, a variant of blackjack named after this town. Get closer to 21 than your opponent without going over. Oh, okay. Maximum 3 cards per round. The first card is face up. The rest are hidden. 2 to 10 are face value. Jacks, queens, kings are 10. Ace is a variable of 1 or 11.
First round. You go first. A gentleman's courtesy.
Let me just save. I glance at him warily. His face remains perfectly composed. I can't read him at all. Well, I mean, can you really read somebody? Is this like poker? Like, do you really have to read your opponent? I don't know. This is exactly the kind of opponent I hate the most, because you can never predict his next move. Fine, let's draw. 10? Face up 10.
My turn.
Am I able to win this? Roman's face-up card is 6. Now for the hidden cards. 8. 18. A very risky number. Play it safe or take the gamble. Hit me. Did I do it? 20. This hand is solid. Looks like God isn't letting me stay unlucky forever. Roman's turn. He chooses to hit. Well, yeah, he would need to. Roman's eyebrow twitches almost imperceptibly. Reveal phase. What you got? 6, 9, 7. Total 22 points. Ha ha! I win! Oh wait, this is best 2 out of 3. Dang it! First round, victory.
Not bad luck. But luck is like a candle. The brighter it burns, the faster it goes out.
And that's why I have a save button. Scared already? It's not too late to kneel now. Yeah, it's not too late for you to be shining my shoes.
You're always so impatient. Darling, why don't we save the flirting for after the game?
No, let's do it during.
At that time, I'll treat you very well.
His shamelessness has already reached a level I can't compete with. So far, things are going fairly well.
Then, round 2. This time we'll both draw face-up cards.
I got a 9. He got a ace? Hey, my heart sinks. A wild card. This is trouble. Is it?
You know, the ace is a very interesting card. It can be 1, or it can be 11. Just like people. It can be as lowly as dust, worthless, or noble as a god, saving you from disaster. The key lies in the choice.
Talking so much, feeling confident about your victory? Roman simply smiles, neither confirming nor denying. Next, the hidden card. 7, 16 points, a risky number. That's not that risky, is it? Yeah, it's not that risky. What should I do? I grow more and more anxious. Hit or stand? Hit, stand, save your game. Well, yeah, I guess as long as I don't get anything higher than a 6. Oh, yeah. Wait, did I count that wrong? I think I counted wrong. Dang it! I needed a 5. Oh, well. 22 points. Darn it, I busted.
See? I told you. Luck always runs out.
Third round. I'll definitely win the third round. I don't think I'm meant to win this.
We'll see. But for the final round, don't you want to play something a little different?
My hand freezes. What do you mean? Well, come on, I already don't know. I'm already just now learning how to play this game.
It's a Wasterland tradition. In the third round, you're allowed to change the game. Haven't you heard?
No, I haven't.
Then perhaps the places you used to play didn't deserve to be called gambling tables. This round we'll play blood contract blackjack.
Now, come on, blood contract blackjack? That sounds... Wait, I haven't agreed to this. Are you trying to trick me? What the heck is that? You trying to flim-flam an old flim-flammer? Yeah, I didn't agree to this.
You'll find it interesting, darling. The rules are simple. Card values stay the same, but the ace is no longer a variable. It counts as blood.
Blood? Are we playing Inscription?
Blood is your stake for the next round. If you draw an ace, you can choose to treat it as 1 point and play it safe. Or treat it as blood, then you can take 1 card from your opponent. But that card won't count as yours. Since the card is gone, the empty spot must be filled with a drop of blood.
What blood?
Your blood.
Are you crazy? Or am I? I glare at him. I knew this guy was no good from the start. Can we just finish playing the game we started?
Of course not, darling. I believe I already told you. Everything has a price.
So, this was a trap all along. If you wanted a pint of my blood, you could have just asked. Before I can even reply, the cards are already dealt in front of me. This guy didn't give me any chance to hesitate at all. I bit my lower lip hard, but there's nothing I can do. After all, once the game is started, you can't quit halfway, and that's not my style anyway. 7. Oh, For a second, I forgot that that Q means queen. Q, that means 10. Next, the hidden card. 8, 18, 19, 20, 21. Ooh, a relatively safe card. But since Roman changed the rules, there must be something tricky going on. But I can't see it just yet. I press a hand to my forehead, feeling a headache coming on. Hit? Judging by your expression, it looks like a fairly safe card.
So?
Safe also means mediocre. Did your father ever teach you what to do in a situation like this?
No, he just went to get the milk one day, and the rest is history. Starting with the mind games already? Looks like your hand is stuck in an awkward spot, too.
Why so nervous? This is just my way of entertaining you. I can even tell you directly. My hand is 18.
Eh? My headache just got worse. What the heck is this guy really playing at?
Oh, your cards are written all over your face, you know. It's practically shouting, I'm 18.
Oh, good, it's legal. Get it? 'Cause I'm 18. Okay.
By the way, this is your last round. If you don't win against me, the contract still stands.
Can I talk to my lawyer? I don't remember signing anything. You...
What I said was that you have to win against me. We all agree a tie is not a win.
I'm left speechless and can only swallow my frustration. 18 points, the same as me. Is this some kind of scheme? But I can't stop now. If I don't draw another card, it's basically surrendering. I reach towards the deck. An ace. Is this fate? Or is this pre-programmed in this visual novel? Am I destined to form some cursed blood contract with this guy? So, how should I treat it? Treat it as a 1? Treat it as a blood contact? Save your game? What happens if I treat it as a 1? That leaves me up to 19. I reveal my hand. Roman smiles, faintly, and picks up a card with his slender fingers. Then he flips it over.
Safe hands always fall just short. That is the truth. You lost.
Somehow I feel you cheated. He stands up, walks around the gambling table, and stops behind me, placing his hands lightly on my shoulders. He leans down and speaks softly.
7 days. Take good care of those 2 children. Then you'll understand everything, including why I knew you would come here.
How dare you? How dare you do this to me? You intended this? Roman pats my shoulder. With just that pat, a white apron suddenly appears on me. Oh, okay. All I can do is bite my lip in humiliation, desperately trying to hold on to the last shred of my dignity. But dignity flew out the window the moment I put on that apron, and it didn't even look back.
Go on. The door is over there. Don't forget to take the meat, and don't forget to fulfill their wishes as much as you can.
And if I forget or make a mistake, they'll eat me, won't they?
Oh, then you might get eaten by them.
Fine. I have officially become a nanny. God sure has a great sense of humor. All right, where them children's we're gonna put on Miss Rachel, and they're gonna behave. And so, here I stand, in this corridor. Yes, onboarding is immediate. The moment I put on this little white apron, I became an official employee. Does this come with a dental plan? No orientation. No probation period, not even a welcome ceremony. All I have is a note from Roman tucked into my pocket. This is probably the most half-butted onboarding process I've ever experienced. Sigh. Man, that blood contract thing sure is looking a lot better. I can't read that! A note from your honorable master Roman. On the left lies the ogre knot. He likes to be abused, then feeds on flesh. All right. On the right lives Elliot. He has no face. Literally, no face. Never mention that. Got it?
He's very sensitive about his appearance.
Don't let them like you too much. Don't let them hate you too much either. You'll get eaten.
Man, maybe that blood contract is better. What kind of friendly reminder was that? It was clearly a death threat in disguise. Candlelight flickers in the wall sconces, and before me are 2 doors. The iron door on the left is covered in rust. The wooden door on the right is carved with delicate patterns. I take a deep breath. Which way? Left? Note. Right? Elliot? What's going down the corridor? What's in the middle? I'm so tired. The kind of exhaustion that seeps out from between your bones, like someone placed a heavy stone on my chest. I can't breathe, yet I don't know why. I need a drink. I head towards the main hall. The hall lights are off. Only the chandelier above the gambling table is on, casting a dim, yellowish circle of light. Cool. At the edge of the light sits a black figure. It's Roman. He's sitting with his back to me, alone, at the gambling table. Aww. 2 glasses sit on the table, both filled with wine. The deep red liquid glows darkly in the candlelight. He lifts 1 glass and clinks it against the empty air. Then he takes a sip. His movements are slow, as if he's savoring something, or enduring it. I stand there, unsure whether I should speak.
Had your fill of watching? Standing there like a pillar isn't your style.
For a second, I thought he was going to call me a stalker, too. How did you know it was me?
Do I need to guess? This is my mansion. There's nothing here that I don't know about. What's wrong? Did those 2 little ones scare you? Come, sit.
I don't think little ones is the right word to describe them. I haven't even met them yet. Did I mess up?
Drink. It'll calm your nerves.
I pick up the glass. The wine slides down my throat. Strong, but not the cheap burning kind. It's rich, spreading warmth slowly through me. Good wine.
Of course.
Oh, are we just gonna sit here and drink like parents? Like, oh, the kids are asleep, we can finally drink our wine. He pours himself another glass. His pouring is elegant. The bottle never touches the rim. The wine flows silently and perfectly. That's a technique only nobles use. You were drinking alone?
Not anymore.
But you were before.
Now, I have you.
Aw, you seem to have had quite a lot. Sir, do you want to talk? Do you need someone to talk to? You seem to have had quite a lot.
Today is a special day.
He stares at the wine in his glass. What kind of day?
The anniversary of an old friend's death. Every year on this day, I drink 2 glasses. One for me, one for an old friend.
Is it my dad? He raises his glass and clinks it against the empty air.
To you.
He takes a sip and sets the glass down and looks at me.
Why aren't you saying anything?
I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. Just sit here.
You do this every year?
Every year.
For how many years?
50? 100?
Okay, it's not my dad.
Anyway, a very long time.
He says it calmly, as if he's talking about the most ordinary number. He looks at me for a long time, long enough that I start to feel uncomfortable. Is there something on my face?
No.
He doesn't look away. His gaze seems distant. He's clearly looking at me, yet it feels like he's looking through me at someone else.
Your eyes are very bright. The stubborn kind of bright.
Who are you looking at?
I'm looking at you.
Liar. Why are you looking at me?
I'm looking at why you're not afraid. Everyone who comes here is afraid. Afraid of... No.
Yes, Miss Baby, I hear you. Hi. I don't say anything more. Neither does he. Silence spreads between us, like wine slowly sliding down the inside of the glass. After a long time, he speaks.
That person never spoke either. Every time I was the one talking, and he just listened, just like now. Never mind. Let's not talk about that.
He stands up. I thought he was leaving, but he only walks behind me.
Is he gonna grab me by the shoulders and go, "Get back in there and take care of those children"?
His hand rests lightly on my shoulder. He doesn't pat it, just rests it there. His palm presses against my shoulder, fingertips tightening slightly.
Eyes this stubborn will either burn someone to death or burn themselves to death.
His breath is very close, carrying the scent of wine mixed with sandalwood. Ooh. His fingers gently stroke my shoulder once, very lightly, as if confirming something, or saying goodbye to something. I don't even know what's happening and I'm sad.
Don't burn yourself to death.
He releases me. His fingertips slide off my shoulder and brush across my cheek for just an instant, then withdraws. He returns to his seat behind the table, picks up his glass, and takes a sip.
Go get some rest.
He doesn't look at me.
Your room is the first door on the left on the second floor. There are flowers by the bedside. Supper and warm milk are prepared in the kitchen.
Flowers? Aww.
You can throw them away if you don't like them.
Oh. Okay. When I reach the staircase, I glance back. He's still sitting there, alone. On the table in front of him are 2 glasses, one empty, one full. He picks up the full one and clinks it against the empty air again. His lips move, but I can't make out what he says. Or rather, it's meant for that other person.
See you again next year.
He tilts his head back and finishes the glass. He sets the glass down, leans back in the chair, and closes his eyes. The candlelight casts shadows across his face, making him look exhausted. The kind of exhaustion that comes from waiting too long, until you no longer know whether you should keep waiting. I feel so sad. I walk up the stairs. A few wall lamps glow with a dim, warm light in the corridor. 2nd floor, first door on the left. Here it is. Didn't even acknowledge the fact that I didn't do my work. Hee. Not bad at all. Much better than my own room, as expected from a ridiculously wealthy creditor. These flowers. Oh, there's a small bouquet. A very small bunch, but not expensive flowers. Just common wildflowers. Oh, did the children pick those? Purple and white mixed together, tied with a thin hemp string. Not luxurious, but still beautiful. There are still water droplets on the petals. They look freshly picked. I pick it up and bring it close to smell. A refreshing, faint fragrance, like the one I used to smell by the river as a child. It eases the tension of the entire day. There's a note underneath the flowers. The handwriting is beautiful and neat. I can't read that. Daily stuff and clothes are in the cabinet. The flowers were picked fresh today. Aww. I can't help but smile slightly. Alright, maybe this babysitting job ain't so bad. Should I check the kitchen? I walk to the kitchen. A pot of milk is warming on the stove, and a prepared meal sits beside it. Another note is stuck to the stove. I pour myself a glass of milk. The milk is sweet and comforting, like the kind my father used to warm for me when I was little. I carry the glass back to my room and lie down on the bed. The blanket is soft. The pillow is soft. The air carries the scent of flowers and the sweetness of milk. Oh, this sounds lovely, actually. I close my eyes. Roman's words from earlier echo in my mind.
A very long time. Those stubborn eyes. Don't burn yourself to death.
Who is he looking at? Sleep is coming. So many things happened today. I should just rest for now. Hello? Oh. Watch me sleep, you stalker.
You're in there. You're right there inside. This is enough. Good night.
Oh, Roman. Are you actually a cool guy? Are you actually a nice man with happy feelings? Noisy. Lavish. People in luxurious clothes chat while holding champagne. The scene is so decadent, it's blinding. They wear fake smiles and play the nobleman's game.
Hello, somebody. On this God-blessed beautiful night, you don't seem very happy.
Is this a flashback? Why do I feel like I'm going to cry over whoever these two are? No one here is happy. Oh.
Then why don't you leave?
The fact that you're asking that means you've never been trapped before. Oh.
Someone. I've heard a lot about you.
Ooh. So you're someone.
Do I not look the part?
They said you were a dying old man.
Aha. Let them talk. I enjoy being underestimated.
I don't know who's talking.
Blank's lover. Blank's illegitimate daughter. A wild girl from the countryside.
Yes. What about it?
Interesting. From today onward, you will live here. You belong to me now. Don't even think about running away, and don't even dream of betraying me. Go contact someone.
To me, this place is no different from any other birdcage. Day 1, end. Thank you for playing. Hey there, pre-recorded SY here, and may I have 30 seconds of your time. Want me to draw your OCs? Check out my Ko-fi page for art commissions as low as $20. Link in the description. Every week I post a Saturday update blog on both of my Patreons and now also my YouTube channel members. With behind-the-scenes stuff, upcoming games I want to play, life stuff, old lady stuff, and pictures of Daisy. Link in the description. Want to see the full uncensored versions of gameplays I can't show on this channel? Join my adult Patreon for the low price of $1 and being over the age of 18. And then do you yearn to wear merch of a super obscure free visual novel? Check out my TeePublic and Teespring t-shirt store. Descriptions are in link. Want to support my channel but you have no money? Hit the like button or subscribe. It's free. That's right, free. We're just giving it away. Check out my itch.io page. Play Picture Perfect Boyfriend. It's free. Link in the description. Alright, going all the way back. What if I treat it as a blood contract? I reveal the ace.
As you wish.
Roman raises an eyebrow in approval.
Very good.
4. Good. This one isn't mine. Oh, I took one of his cards.
Pardon me.
He slowly stands and takes my hand.
What a beautiful hand.
His hand, cool, slender and beautiful. That hand cradles mine. The knuckles are distinct, the bones elegantly shaped, like a masterpiece sculpted with painstaking care. Like a doll? Yet that icy touch has already burned itself into my skin. It's not the temperature a living person should have. And then, he bites down on my fingertip. The moment I feel the soft touch of his lips, I almost yank my hand back. But he holds it tightly, giving me no room to pull away.
Sorry.
His voice slips out between his lips, muffled. I know it's just coaxing, yet it makes my heart beat even more wildly. His breath brushes across my knuckles, warm and moist, creating a strange contrast with the coldness of his lips and teeth. Oh, he's not biting me yet. But he's gonna.
It might hurt a little.
His voice drops lower, as if rumbling up from the depths of his throat.
But bear with it. It'll be over soon.
A sharp sting comes from my fingertip. I can clearly feel warm beads of blood welling up, gently licked away by the tip of his tongue. Soon the pain turns into something else. Oh no! Wet heat, a tingling itch. His tongue glides over the small wounds, as if soothing it, or savoring it. The tingling crawls from my fingertip upwards, making my heart flutter. My whole body trembles, but I can't pull my hand away. This better not awaken anything in me. The lines of the contract begin spreading from my fingertip, glowing with a faint red light, slithering like living things towards my wrist. Roman continues biting my fingertip, his tongue deliberately and slowly tracing across the pad of my finger. Cool. The movement is so slow, as if declaring something. He lets out a low chuckle.
The contract is now in effect, darling.
Those hollow, dead-looking eyes now hold a glint of light. Satisfaction, possession, something I can't quite read, something that sends a chill down my spine.
I'll cherish this drop of blood.
I yank my hand back sharply. Shame and anger burn my eyes red, and even my fingertips are trembling. But he holds on tightly, as if he knew I would try to pull away. Let go of me! Roman leans back in his chair with a teasing smile.
There. Don't be mad. So, what card will this drop of blood become?
He uses the drop of blood to replace the card I took. The blood transforms into a new card, a 5. And the total he reveals is far lower than mine. I won. I did? I still made a blood contract, even though I won. Roman raises an eyebrow, lightly, and claps slowly, looking utterly relaxed.
Congratulations. You won.
But something feels off. I feel a burning heat on the back of my hand. I look down. The blood-red patterns on the back of my hand are still there, glowing faintly. Yeah. Did you pull some kind of trick? Roman blinks with exaggerated innocence. He's like, who, me?
What are you talking about? Deliberately what? Deliberately lose?
He pauses. Deliberately.
Or deliberately tricked you into forming the contract?
What the heck is this? You better explain this clearly. Roman continues, wearing that faint smile.
I already told you. It's a blood contract.
Yeah, I got that.
It's just a simple contract that makes you belong to me for a short while.
Furious, I slam my hands on the table and stand up. You cheated! Well, I mean, technically he didn't cheat at the game, he just cheated me.
Darling, how can something I told you about from the very beginning be called cheating? This is called strategy. Just a little trick. You're simply too kind and too naive.
He smiles and licks his lips, as if still savoring the taste of my blood.
From the moment you step through the door, you already belong to me. 12 silver coins, 7 days of work. None of that matters. What matters is that what you owe me now isn't money.
Then, what is it?
It's you.
Oh no! He stands up, walks around the gambling table, and stops behind me, placing his hands lightly on my shoulders. Are you going to make me a nanny anyway? He leans down and speaks softly.
7 days. Take good care of those 2 children.
I ended up being a nanny anyway. All right. Well, let's start at the top and go to the left and see note, or note. Note? Note. I push open the iron door. At that moment, a damp smell mixed with rust and beast hits me full in the face. Oh! The room is very dark. Only a single flickering oil lamp hangs on the wall. I stand at the doorway for a long moment before my eyes finally adjust to the gloom. I hold the raw meat I took from the kitchen and take a step forward. In the corner, a massive figure seems to be curled up. It hears my movements and stirs. Eep! I don't even have time to react. He's already lunged forward and pinned me against the wall. Eep! I'm just the nanny! I'm just the help!
This scent.
Don't eat me! I are not dinner. No eat. No bite. It's a face that's hard to describe. Not ugly, actually. He's exceptionally handsome. But his skin isn't soft like a normal person. It's hard, gray ceramic plates. Cool. Red bloodlines snake across it like cracks. Somewhat horrifying. He's abnormally tall and powerful. His breath blasts hot and wet against my skin.
Such a good smell.
He's so close. He starts sniffing from my cheek, slowly moving across my earlobe and down my neck. Sir, please. Sir, please. I can feel his teeth pressed against my throat. One hard bite but he doesn't bite. He only smells. He smells my neck, my hair, my collarbone.
He's like, you smell like chocolate. You must use a lot of cocoa butter.
Like a beast that has been starving for a long time and has finally found food.
I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it.
Please don't lose it. Please don't lose it. What do I do? What do I do? I don't dare move at all. My body is frozen. Nott stares at me. His dead white eyes are overflowing with regret. Oh.
No. Eating you now would be such a waste. Can't eat. Can't eat.
Yes, do not eat. Do not. He seems deeply conflicted. I seize the chance and shove him away with all my strength. Here, have your burger, dang.
Why did you push me away?
Mailed. He looks angry.
Are you afraid of me?
He takes a step forward. I have nowhere left to retreat. Behind me is the cold wall.
If you're afraid of me, why did you come in?
Another step. Then he's back in the same position as before. Sir? His massive shadow completely engulfs me. His white pupils swirl with killing intent, and thirst, and hunger. He really will eat me. Hey, listen. I didn't...
If you're not afraid of me, why did you push me away?
His breath hits my face. Ugh! Hot, carrying the scent of blood.
Speak!
So when this says kneel, am I telling him to kneel, or am I kneeling? I'm just here to deliver the food. I'm here to deliver food.
Deliver food?
He looks down at the plate on the floor, the raw meat still dripping with blood. Then he looks back up at you. The anger in his eyes turns to confusion.
You came to feed me?
Yes, Roman sent me, after he bamboozled me.
You're not going to hit me?
Oh, what?
Just delivering food and not hitting me?
Do you get spankings? Well, then again, he's a big scary monster. He probably would have to be lashed into submission. Why would I hit you? Note's expression turns deeply disappointed. Oh wait, or does he want to be hit? He likes to be abused, then feeds on flesh. Alright. His gaze shifts from your face to the plate, then back to your face.
If you don't hit me, how do I know you're real? People who don't hit me at all want to hurt me. They all leave. She never hit me either, and she just left.
Who? But Note doesn't answer me. Oh, he drops to his knees again. His knees hit the floor with a heavy thud.
If you don't hit me, you'll leave too. So, hit me.
Hit me lightly, hit me hard, don't hit me. I'm not gonna hit ya. He's gonna eat me, isn't he?
You don't want to hit me? If you don't want to hit me, why did you make me kneel?
I didn't.
Why did you tell me to calm down?
What?
Why?
'Cause you're scaring me.
You won't stay with me. You won't love me, right? Leave.
But...
Or I'll eat you right now.
Okay. I have no choice. To stay alive, I have to leave. The moment the door closes behind me, I hear a loud crash from inside. Then a long, heavy silence. Alright, Naughty. What if I hit you lightly? Just... I hesitate for a moment, then reach out and gently pat his head. The touch is light, like patting a disobedient dog. Note's body freezes. He lifts his head, his dead white eyes filled with confusion.
That's it? Does that count as hitting?
I guess?
You don't want to hit me. I can smell it. You don't want to, but you feel like you have to. If you don't hit me, I don't know what to do. When you touch me so gently, I really don't know what to do. You're not being sincere.
Why do you think that? He doesn't answer. He snatches the meat from my hands and starts eating it himself, no longer looking at me. I squat in front of him, still holding the meat. He sees it, but he only eats the piece in his own hands, chewing mechanically. Oh, he doesn't like it. I turn and leave. As I leave, I glance back once more. He's curled back into the corner and doesn't look at me again. Oh, I've offended him. Oh, all right. The boy wants to be hit. I'll hit the boy. Hit him hard. I raise my hand. Note doesn't budge. He even lifts his face slightly. I slap him across his face. A crisp smack echoes through the room. His face snaps to the side, a red mark blooming across his ceramic skin. His breathing stops for a moment. Oh no, I bet he loved that.
One more. Please. Just one more.
This better not awaken anything in me. His eyes are red as he stares at me, lips trembling. The kind of trembling excitement a gambler in a tavern feels when he finally gets the winning hand. Slap him again. Another slap, harder this time. He lets out a muffled groan and lurches forward, but doesn't fall. He braces himself on his knees, panting.
I like it so much. Your scent changes when you hit me. It becomes so sweet. So sweet. I like it so much.
Well, at least you're happy, Pookie. He raises his head and looks at me. My face is reflected in his dead white eyes and nothing else.
Want more?
Do you want me to hit you? Note nods. All right. Man, you're gonna break my hand. Too bad. I won't indulge you anymore. Good on you, MC. Good on you. Let's have a round of applause for this MC who's not gonna bow to his sadomasochism whims. Yeah, be good, and I'll satisfy you.
Really?
Eat your meat, and then you'll get your slappings. I never lie. But you have to tell me, why do you want me to hit you?
Because if you hit me, you won't leave. And if you hit me, you're real, not fake, not a dream, You won't disappear.
Oh,
People who don't hit me always leave. She didn't hit me, so she left. If you hit me, you won't leave, right?
she?
Will you hit me again?
I'll slap you around as much as you want. His voice is cautious, like a dog that has been kicked many times, finally seeing someone squat down, wanting to reach out and pet it, but afraid it might bite. We'll see.
Okay.
I'll bring the fly swatter next time. Note is still kneeling there. His breathing slowly steadies. The marks on his body gradually fade, typical of a non-human creature, I suppose. His eyes fix on the meat. His throat bobs, but he doesn't move closer to eat. He's hungry, but he's waiting for me to speak. I know it. I squat down, pick up the meat from the plate. Blood drips through my fingers. Open your mouth.
What?
He tilts his head, uncertainly. I said, open your mouth. Note's body begins to tremble. Oh, he's blushing a little bit. Oh, I kind of like him. His eyes redden with desire. His lips part slightly, hot breath misting out. Thirst explodes in his eyes, then he desperately suppresses it. Honesty, anticipation, craving, affection, all of it transforms into hunger. He obediently opens his mouth. I carefully bring the meat to his lips, secretly afraid he might suddenly bite down and take revenge for what I did earlier. No, I think he wanted you to do that. His lips touch my fingertips, but he doesn't bite. Oh. Instead, his slightly dry lips gently kiss my fingertips, soft and ticklish, completely different from his rough appearance. Oh. He begins to chew. His pale eyes stare at my fingers, my exposed skin, and my face. Oh. He chews slowly, as if savoring a rare and precious delicacy.
I want to eat. I want to eat so much. Is this your taste? No, that's not right. You're alive. Your blood should be boiling hot. You must be 1,000 times more delicious than this worthless meat.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
I want your finger shoved down my throat, deeper. Even if you tear my throat apart, it's fine. I want to feel you stirring inside me. I want you to feed me roughly until I'm full, or let me tear you apart, piece by piece, and swallow you whole. I want you to choke me, pin me to the wall, and be senseless. I want that pure mouth of yours to spit the filthiest words. I want to see your beautiful hands plunge into my ruined flesh and stir wildly. But before that, I'll crush every bone in your body, devour your womb, along with all those boiling hot organs, and keep you rotting inside me forever.
Okay. First rule of my first day being a nanny, don't do that. Everything you just said, we're not doing that. That thick, viscerally aggressive gaze sends a chill down my spine. I noticed Note's fingertips digging hard into the flesh of his thighs, veins bulging on the backs of his hands. His whole body looks like it's about to melt from scorching desire. His breathing is completely erratic, his chest heaving violently. That deep, guttural beast in heat panting is clearly audible, even from a distance. Help? Help? Note? He jolts violently. The obscene, brutal light in his eyes, the one that looked ready to devour me alive, vanishes like a receding tide. In its place is a terrifying calm. He raises his head, stiffly wipes the drool from the corner of his mouth, and his eyes return to their usual gloomy emptiness. As if the madman who wanted to be crushed by me and devour me whole was just my imagination. You know, I could hear everything you were saying.
You just reached your hand out like that. Weren't you afraid that I would go mad? bite through your bones and chew your hand to pieces, right then?
He suddenly asks, his voice low and muffled. Would you?
No. He's like, no. I won't bite you, and I won't eat you.
And he's all like, please stick your fingers through the bars of my enclosure. I promise I won't bite you again.
I won't bite you, or just eat you like this. I want to hide you away, lock you in a place where only I can lick you. I want to keep you forever, until your blood is stained with my scent, until I break you so thoroughly that you can only cry and beg me. You have to love me, only me.
You know I can hear you, right, sugar? Note finally finishes the meat, and I can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Sigh. Taking care of a cannibal. It's going to be a long road ahead. As I sigh, Note slowly stands up, his eyes shining as he stares at me.
Tomorrow, can you feed me again?
Of course, Pookie. There's anticipation in his voice. I'll bring some brass knuckles next time. Like a wild beast that has finally been petted on the head, now looking forward to the next touch. Depends on whether you behave. Aww.
I will.
Aw, he's kinda cute in a terrifying way. He curls back into the corner, but his posture is more relaxed. He buries his head in his knees and stays still for a long time. Can we get this boy a Game Boy or something? Can we get him a 3DS? His lips move slightly, as if he's still savoring the taste of the last piece of meat. We took care of Note, now let's go feed Elliot. I turn to the right. The wooden door is carved with intricate patterns, vines, flowers, and tiny birds, but upon closer inspection, the birds' eyes are closed. All of them are closed. That reminds me, we didn't explain those dolls. I take a deep breath and push the door open. The room is bathed in warm yellowish candlelight. There's nothing like the monster cage I had imagined. Bookshelves, workbenches, countless bottles and jars. The air carries the scent of herbs mixed with something sweet and indefinable. It looks more like the study of some great scholar, if that scholar didn't happen to be a hobby of pickling people in jars. Ah! Oh no. Is he a clown man who's also interested in alchemy? A tall, slender figure in black stands with his back to me in front of the workbench. His shoulders are sharp and elegant, his waist impossibly slender. Long red and blue hair cascades loosely, with a few stray strands of unusual color curling at the ends. He seems to be adjusting some potion, twirling test tubes between his fingers with the grace of someone playing a harp. Honestly, if I ignored the fact that this is the Monster Mansion, I'd think I'd stumble upon some nobleman's young master playing at alchemy. I take a step forward. The floor creaks. He doesn't turn around.
You here?
His voice is soft, like silk gliding across a blade. Wait, what kind of weird metaphor is that? Why did my brain come up with something like that? I was just about to say... Even though this is machine translated from Japanese, this is translated really well. This is the writing keeps its flowery beauty, and I really like reading it. This place is probably so eerie that even my imagination is getting inappropriate. Aww. He sets down the test tube and turns around. A mask, white porcelain, smooth, forever wearing a gentle smile. There are no eye holes, only 2 shallow indentations and curved slits. Candlelight flows across the porcelain like water over stone. Oh yeah, he said that Elliot doesn't have a face and we're not supposed to talk about it. Honestly, this thing would probably fetch a good price at the market if buyers didn't mind it being worn on a monster's face. But I can feel him looking at me. Through the mask, something is staring at me, like a cat watching a mouse, like a casino boss eyeing someone who owes him money.
Are you the new keeper?
Obviously. You see the apron? Only someone as pathetic as me would end up in a place like this.
Roman finally sent me someone interesting.
He's so pretty. He walks over to me. His steps are light, the hem of his robe whispering across the floor. He stops right in front of me, close enough for me to see the fine stitch-like patterns around the edge of the mask. So close, I can smell him. Sweet and cloying, like flowers. No, like sugar. Like tea with far too much sugar. One sip and it's overwhelmingly sweet.
Don't be afraid. I'm not some terrible villain.
Aren't you, though? Sir. Oh. He reaches out, his fingertips lightly brushing my chin, not grabbing, cradling, as if examining a newly acquired piece of porcelain. Hee.
Nice eyes. The color of your pupils. Interesting.
What are you looking at?
Admiring your beautiful eyes.
Are you gonna put them in a jar with formaldehyde? I feel like you want to gouge my eyes out for potion ingredients. Can we have a round of applause for how self-aware and intelligent this MC is?
Oh, that's not a bad suggestion. I might consider it. I've never used someone else's eyes in my potions before. Perhaps it could create a unique illusion. Roman would probably like that.
What good would poisoning me do you?
None, really. But observing people is a habit of mine. You can see so much in a person's eyes. Some people's eyes are empty. Others are full.
He leans closer, so close that our breaths intertwine. I instinctively want to step back, but there's nowhere to go. I can't move, even though he has no eyes. His gaze feels heavy, pinning me in place. He stops at a dangerously intimate distance. Close enough to be ambiguous, his nose almost brushing mine. He stops.
Guess. What's in your eyes?
Stare directly at him. I lift my head and look at the mask. Not at the mask, but what's behind it. 2 shallow indentations. I can't see anything, yet I stare right there, like staring into an opponent's eyes at the gambling table, searching for a weakness. Yeah, we're a super cool gambler. What's in my eyes?
You're asking me back?
You asked first. He doesn't move. That dangerous distance remains. His breath brushes my face, warm and sweet. It reminds me of the candied fruit I used to steal as a child. The kind that's so sweet it makes your teeth ache afterwards.
I've seen many people's eyes. Yours are alive, like fire, and endless burning fire.
He lowers his head, so close I can feel his breath grazing my lips.
You may not know. Eyes like yours are perfect for kissing.
How scandalous! I freeze. He doesn't move, as if giving me time to push him away, or waiting for something else. Are you trying to seduce me?
What if I am?
Well, sir, it's working. Then I'm sorry, but Roman also... Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop doing that right now.
What about Roman? Why did you stop?
He lowers his head, lips approaching my ear.
You're getting warm.
How dare? It's because you're too close.
Then what should I do? I don't really want to move away.
His large hand easily wraps around my neck, gently stroking the burning pulse beneath my skin.
Guess what I'm thinking right now. If you guess correctly, I'll let you go.
You're thinking, for some reason, as if bewitched by that sweet, cloying scent of him, I can't even form a complete sentence. My whole body tingles. My mind is a complete mess.
I'm thinking...
Ah! How dare you chew? The gasp.
I'm thinking, why haven't you pushed me away yet?
Shut up! It's out of professional courtesy, as a nanny.
Is that so? What a shame. But I know myself well enough to understand that no one would be attracted to me in my current state.
Me looking at everyone watching this video right now, I beg to differ. If you would smash this clown, hit the like button.
But if you saw my face from before, perhaps you'd change your mind. Even fall madly in love with me. Irrecoverably in love with me.
Huh? Sir, please. Yeah, I think you look good now too. That mask is killing it. I love it. I think you look good now too.
Oh? If you think being imprisoned for a century, losing yourself, losing your face, and losing your dignity as a living being is good, then why don't you join me? I have a potion here that can peel off skin, you know.
Never mind. Elliot extends his sharp fingertips and gently rests them at the corner of my eye. Don't do that.
You know, I've seen many people. Scared people close their eyes, angry people glare, and desperate people cry. But you're actually looking at me. Not at the mask, but at me. I'm curious. Aren't you afraid?
You're not a ghost. Why should I be afraid of you?
You're not afraid of me?
You said earlier that poisoning me wouldn't benefit you.
What if I told you it would?
Benefit?
Yes, a benefit. For example, I can tell you why you came here. For example, I can also tell you why you're addicted to gambling, even though you don't enjoy it.
How do you know that? Like, I can understand why Roman knows that, but how do you know that?
Because your eyes told me.
Oh. He turns and walks back to the workshop, picking up a crystal bottle.
Want to know?
He holds the bottle up to me and tilts his head.
Perfect. I need a volunteer.
He offers the bottle to me.
Drink it. It'll be quick.
Volunteer? Aren't I supposed to be the nanny? Roman's letter didn't mention anything about being a lab rat. Yeah, it's not on my contract.
Perhaps he reminded you that you need to obey me.
Was that in the contract?
But what's the difference between a volunteer and a nanny?
A nanny gets paid, I think.
You take care of my mood, and I use you for experiments. A fair trade. Each gets what they need.
What kind of fair trade is...
Drink it.
His voice is still soft, but there's something extra in his tone. Not a command, but anticipation, like someone at a casino waiting for the cards to be revealed. Drink it? What is it? No thanks? Save your game? No thanks. I don't want it. No thanks.
Why?
Because we didn't check if the bottle is marked poison. Because I've already had enough bad luck today. I don't want to add poisoned by a mad pharmacist to the list.
Huh. I said you won't die.
Did you? Did you say that? I don't remember hearing you say that. Just because you say so?
You're very cautious. Is this a gambler's habit?
It's the habit of someone who wants to stay alive.
He sets the bottle down. Fine. If you won't drink it, then don't.
He sits back down and crosses his legs.
Then, let's just chat.
He pats his own thigh.
Want to sit here?
Yes. I glare at him.
Just kidding.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Sit down. How long have you been here?
If you want to chat about nonsense, I'd rather leave.
Darling, your patience is really terrible. But how does it feel being here?
Awful.
Worse than being chased for debts outside?
At least outside I knew where to run. Here, I can't even find the door.
You'll get used to it. Roman won't let you die. At least, not easily. Are you afraid of death?
No.
Why?
Because living doesn't mean much anyway.
Say that again.
Living doesn't mean much. So what? He says nothing. His hand slowly rises and gently cups my face. His palm is warm.
Just as I thought.
The same?
A long time ago, someone stared at me and said the exact same thing. And then he died.
Are you okay? Are you upset? Are you crying? Is this awakening a memory for you?
Not really. You should go. Come back tomorrow.
I stand up, walk to the door, and glance back at him. He stands there, the smile on his mask facing the empty room. His fingers grip the edge of the table, knuckles white. Oh!
Don't die. Don't die again.
Oh, let's get back in there. What kind of medicine is it? What kind of drug is this?
You're very cautious.
He places the bottle on the table.
Emotion stripping agent. After drinking it, you'll temporarily lose all emotions. They return after half an hour.
Any side effects?
You'll feel more exhausted than usual afterward. You might have nightmares, but you won't die.
He tilts his head.
Feeling relieved?
Why do you need me to do this?
Because I'm researching the relationship between memory and emotion.
He picks up the notebook and flips through several pages covered in dense writing.
When people have emotions, their memories distort. Too much fear and they misremember details. Too much joy and they exaggerate. But without emotions, memory is pure.
He closes the notebook and walks over to me.
I need someone without emotions to verify a set of data.
What data?
Just some memories.
His fingers rise again. Does this have to do with the person that they were talking about?
Do you think this is your first time here?
What? He gently brushes the hair from my forehead.
Do you think your gambling bet with Roman was just a coincidence?
What on earth are you talking about? He doesn't answer. He simply pushes the bottle towards me again.
Drink it, and you'll find out.
His other hand rests on my waist and gently pulls me towards him. Oh.
And I want to watch you drink it.
All right, down the hatch.
Good.
I raise the bottle. The liquid slides down my throat. Tasteless. Then the world changed. Not that the world actually changed. I changed. I look down at my hands. Logically, I should be nervous, afraid, wondering if this stuff will poison me, but I feel nothing. It's as if the well inside my heart has been filled in. No, not filled. Drained dry.
Dosage precise. Reaction perfect. Takes effect in 3 seconds. Pupils normal.
He sets down his pen, walks over, and gently lifts my chin so the candlelight falls on my face. His fingers are cold, like a snake.
Now, you are the perfect container. No emotions, so you won't resist. No emotions, so you won't leave. No emotions. And you won't deceive me.
His fingertips gently trace my cheek.
Let me share something. The last volunteer cried so miserably after drinking it, but it wasn't because she was sad. She simply couldn't control it. After the emotions are stripped away, the body still remembers how to cry. Fascinating.
He withdraws his hand and picks up his notebook.
What about you? How do you feel?
No. I feel like no.
Good. You're the first person I've seen who truly shows no reaction at all. Not even your breathing changed. Some people say, "I'll drink it," while secretly cursing me. Some are afraid before drinking, and even more afraid after. Some look at me with pleading eyes as they drink, begging me not to give them too much.
His voice grows softer.
You're different. When you said, "I'll drink it," you really meant it.
What's the difference?
Difference? You're the first person who makes me feel like you're not obeying me, but simply don't care. All right. Sit over there for half an hour. I need to record your pupil changes, breathing rate, and skin temperature. You don't have to do anything. Just sit.
I sit down on the chair. The leather is cold. Elliot pulls up a chair and sits across from me. He crosses his legs, rests the notebook on his knee, and twirls the pen between his fingers. Silence. The candlelight flickers. His mask glows and dims in the light.
Boring?
I don't know. No emotions.
Ah, right. I forgot.
He's blushing so much.
Then you can just look at me.
Look at you?
You don't have anything else to do anyway.
He tilts his mask slightly towards me.
Do you think this mask looks good?
The craftsmanship is quite fine. What else could I say? I still remember the warning on that note. Yeah, about him not having a face.
Is that so?
He taps the edge of the mask.
But you're not looking at the mask.
What?
You're looking at me, at what's behind the mask. Take a closer look. Do you see anything?
No.
Then look harder.
I can only squint so much. He stays there, close enough that I can feel his body heat, close enough to see the thin seam between the mask's edge and his skin, close enough that I can almost hear his heartbeat. He holds that position, completely still, as if waiting for me to reach out.
You can touch it.
Truly, I want to touch his mask, but what if I don't? I don't move. He waits for a moment.
Not touching?
No.
Why?
Because I want to see what's going to happen. Because I think you want me to touch it. I don't want to do what you expect.
So stubborn. It makes me want to break you completely.
What?
Since you refuse to touch, I should use hypnotic incense to melt you into the chair. Watch you break until your mind can only cling to me and beg me to possess you forever.
Don't! He picks up the pen again, but doesn't write. Half an hour passes. I sit in the chair, feeling nothing. No tiredness, no drowsiness, no impatience. Just sitting, like a doll. This place is probably very good at turning people into dolls. Elliot remains seated across from me, writing and pausing. Sometimes he looks up at me. Sometimes he stares out the window in a daze. In the final minute, he suddenly speaks.
The effects are almost over. You'll gradually regain your emotions. Fatigue will come first, then the rest. Don't be afraid. It's all normal.
Well, that sure is that. He nods and writes the final line. The effects have worn off. I suddenly feel my body grow heavy. Tired. Extremely tired. Like being pulled out of water with lead poured into every limb. Ugh.
You may leave.
I stand up. My legs feel weak. I steady myself against the table. You're not even going to help me?
Will you come tomorrow?
Of course, I gotta be cheeky and say no. No.
Again, but refusal is your right, darling.
I walk to the door.
Unfortunately, in front of the switch I planted in your mind, your will is worthless. Just wait a little longer, baby. Once it's fully adjusted, you will come back. For the rest of your life, you can only rot in my medicine cabinet. And then I'll blend your cries into the most beautiful antidote in the world.
What? You guys really need to stop saying creepy stuff behind my back. Will I come back? We'll see. We'll see.
See what?
Whether I still feel like being a lab rat tomorrow.
Then I'll pray that you do. See you tomorrow.
Alright, let's reach out and touch that mask. I raise my hand. My fingertips touch the edge of the mask, cool and smooth. He doesn't pull away. His breathing grows slightly heavier.
Do you feel that?
My fingertips slowly trace along the edge of the mask. I can feel the skin beneath the mask tremble slightly. Oh, how intimate. Oh,
that's enough.
Continue. Oh no, you're not getting off the hook that easily, sir.
I already said that's enough. This area is very sensitive.
Continue. Uh-oh.
Oh no! Since you like this skin so much, why don't you push your fingers deeper, follow that seam to my throat, and then tell me personally, do you want to die in my arms, or do you want me to you to death right here on this cold chair?
Again, you guys need to stop saying creepy stuff in red letters. I might start to enjoy it. What the heck are you talking about?
Running away from what? Darling, since you want to touch the abyss, I should fulfill your wish. Disassemble you on this chair in the most meticulous way. Aren't you curious about what's hidden underneath? Is it pulsing veins, or the desire to devour you whole? I'll break you completely between extreme pain and raw physical pleasure, until the only thing your mouth can do is beg me to you to death. Your trembling is begging me for mercy, but all you need to do is beg and let me possess you. Do you want me to gently poison you to death in a dream, or do you want to stare at this face of mine while you suffocate at the peak of desire? Now, put your hand back and sit properly.
Don't threaten me with a good time. 1/3 of that sounds very hot. Maybe less than 1/3. Half an hour passes. I sit in the chair, feeling nothing.
You may leave.
I stand up. My legs feel weak. I steady myself against the table.
Will you come tomorrow?
You betcha, Pookie. Yes.
Good. See you tomorrow.
I walk to the door.
Tomorrow, you can touch my mask again.
You promise? Uh-oh.
I will slowly strip away your pride. I want to hear you scream and beg in this room. Watch you covered in marks that won't wash off, completely defiled. Then I'll lock you in the deepest darkness, where you can only look at me.
Stop! Well, that was the demo of Kill Him or Become His Prey. I like these fellows. These three collective heads of Knuckle are adorable. Also, we got a mad scientist jester-like character. That's two things I really like mushed together. So Ellie is probably going to be my favorite. As always, if you would like to follow this game, there will be a link to it in the description. And be sure to rate the games you like and follow the developer. And of course, if you would like to watch me play more amazing visual novels, feel free to peruse around my channel. And don't forget to like, subscribe, or interact in any way that's comfortable for you, because that really does help out my channel. It helps it grow, and it makes us get closer to 100,000 subscribers. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.